I tend to take myself a little too seriously. I mean, I want things to be meaningful. So there's a little bit of like over intentionality with me. And that goes with like my slightly overactive warrior, right? So it's like, pay attention, take me serious. And maybe that's what it is. It's really like, I'm going to show up really serious so that you pay attention. That could be it. But in order to really process our lessons, it's a better way to incorporate them. Like, are you supposed to take everything not seriously? No, there's gravity, but there's also joy. There's a lot of room for joy. And there needs to be a place for bliss and joy in your process. Even if that comes to, even if you're in a really tough spot and it comes to appreciation of how far you've come, of what you just made it through, of just being able to sit in the still for a moment, that can be joyous. And I invite you to bring in a little bit of joy today. So in my reflection this morning, you know, I I'm a like I want to really be taken seriously. I do. But like I'm a goofball. So like it's that, where is that cross section between considering things serious, wanting what it is? It's not serious. It's meaningful. That just came up for me. That's what it is. I want things to be meaningful. And along with meaningful, somehow in my mind, that means serious. But things can be joyous and silly and just as meaningful, maybe more. Here's an analogy I use all the time. You've definitely heard me to say this before. There is an old tale. I believe it's Asian, but I'm not sure. And the tale is that the sun and the wind have a competition. And the wind says, I can make this old man take off his coat. And so he blows and blows and blows and blows and blows. And the man pulls his coat so tight around him because the wind is trying to blow him off his feet. And then the sun says, my turn. And then just gently warms the man until he slowly and gently shrugs his coat off and puts it over his arm. So it's like sometimes you don't need to battle, and sometimes you don't need to be so serious to get the exact same outcome. So I use the analogy a lot of charging up the mountain, right? My sword is drawn or not drawn, but I am charging up the mountain. I am coming to understand, dance up the mountain. And that sometimes the battles that I fight are self made. A caveat though. Sometimes you need to have an invisible enemy, even if it's your old self, to break through. Sometimes the battle is necessary for growth, but not always. Sometimes the growth is in the joy, and sometimes the growth is in the dance. That is the lesson that I got a little bit whacked in the head with today. Like, meaningful, absolutely. Serious, doesn't really need to be all the time. So today, I suggest you have some not serious, meaningful fun, however that takes place for you. I'm about to get in the car, so mine is going to be a complete car dance break. I'm going to put on like the silliest song and completely dance out on my way to work. So that is what I leave you with today. I leave you with a sense that joy is just as important a medium as seriousness. And I need to invite a little bit more levity into my life. And I invite you to invite it into yours too. And I will see you tomorrow.